Anyone getting on the sticks tonight?
Yeah, I'm game, dude. Let's do it.
A lot of energy, a lot of focus out there today. Great job, guys.
Definitely need the music turned up.
Gun, gun. Shot. Shot. Here we go. Shot. Here we go. Shot. Here we go. Here we go. Shot. Here we go. Shot. On one. Ready? Shot. Let's get set. Here we go. Here we go. Shot. Gun, gun. Shot. On one. Ready? Shot. On 2. To hot. Here we go. Here we go. To hot. Here we go, here we go. On 1, ready? To hot. Here we go. Let's get set. Here we go, here we go. To hot.
It's week 14 of the NFL, and we've got the Bengals bruising running back. He had an incredible 7 touchdowns last week, surpassing Alvin Kamara's 2020 single-game mark. It's the Bengals and the Colts, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played.
The Bengals offense ready to get started. The #1 team in the AFC to this point in the year. And all eyes on this man, their star running back. He had the game to end all games last week, did he not? I mean, every time we looked up, it seemed like he was in the end zone.
And let's face it, I didn't want to look up. I was enjoying what I was seeing on the field. Now, it's highly unlikely that he does it again. That type of a game, but maybe a couple of touchdowns, I think that's within reach.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. The Bengals at 11-1 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he throws his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. There's 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit. And he gets a small gain on the play.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
3rd and 2.
Here we go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
That escapes the sack. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On one, right?
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Strong running at the 30. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Able to spin free. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it out in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here, this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
On 2, ready?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, it bowls over it. 81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Ready?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow on play action. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys...
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurtled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time in the Cincinnati 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 1, ready?
Now it's 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that he gets targeted, but the thing...
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
11 MT, 11 MT.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. Christian Kirk with 3 touchdown receptions. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Chris Olave with a touchdown reception from Derek Carr. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that game's gone to the half, all even at 10-10.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Only a couple there. It's going to be brought down about the 28.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Here's 3rd and 7. And they go play action now. Burrow. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
156 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. No gain on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This now a 3rd and 4. They're passing here. Joe Burrow able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Hands it off out of the gun. A solid stiff arm. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, seen up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Here we go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now they'll run on the draw. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Hey, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, 203 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. But there's still a spot for power football. And we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle. And, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping
Gun, gun. Start. Start. Here we go. Start. Here we go. Start. Here we go, here we go. Start. Here we go. Start. Let's get set. Start. Here we go, here we go. Start. Gun, gun. Start. On one, ready? Start. Here we go. Start. Here we go. Start. On one, ready? Start. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Let's get set. Here we go, here we go.
It's week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll see Kirk Cousins. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Vikings and the Bengals, and it kicks off.
The Bengals offense ready to see if they can keep building on this long winning streak. And the focal point of the offense, as it's been all year, is this man at running back. Boy, he's been great. His team will be in the playoffs come January. Now it's all about staying sharp, staying healthy.
And that second part, much more important than the first. Stay healthy, main priority. You can stay sharp in practice.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. And they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. The Bengals at 12-1 now to start play. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, You point out to him, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl.
And it works free. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now, his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Here we go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long. Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in. Now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to...
I'm ready to take over, baby. Stay. Come on now. Let's go.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he throws his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And it's a unit last drive They did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line.
11 MT, 11 MT.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that one caught downfield by Burrow. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Burrow. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Now Burrow on first down. And he will find his man Chase complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. A handoff as they run the counter play. He stiff arms it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TV. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of the game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a first down. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 48.
On second down, here's Burrow. He completes it to Burrow. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down now with that clock rolling.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
17-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
On 2, ready?
Now 2nd and 5.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out of the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Runs over him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 187 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On third down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 244 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is so important on a route like this.
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stays.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no...
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals will add to their fourth-quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with...
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. Pushes past him, fighting through it, he's got space. And they want this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Two things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there. It's so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And Higgins is going to have the Bengals first down as a tackle made at the 18. And And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays, your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards? Okay.
And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
Can't wait to watch some film from today. Definitely need the music turned up. Oh, that was...
right, chat. Appreciate you holding on while I took a little break right there. I'm back. We were about to. What we gonna do? Shoot, acceleration. Acceleration. Juke. You know, I think what's out of acceleration one. This is what I think it is. I'm not real good on this one.
On one, ready?
Yeah, this is the one. I'm not real good on this one. As you can see. One of the best I've ever done. I'll take it. All right, chat. A little bit nervous. Who we playing against? Oh, steel curtain. Oh boy. All of our extra trucking and stuff like that we had in the last game is gone.
It's week 16 of the NFL. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. After his last game, he's now across 3.
The Bengals offense ready to roll. They come in leading the AFC North. And the one to watch is going to be this man, their rookie running back. And he was, in a word, unreal a week ago.
The game of his life is how he put it. And man, was he magnificent in that one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Oh, we got flagged.
And they work this well field across the 45.
Holding. Offense.
That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
Still first down.
Gun. Shot.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Here we go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Burrow.
There you go.
Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, he's gone.
Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out. So I'm to try and get the upset win.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the gun on third down is Burrow.
Oh, he's blocking
the
the baby.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
They go play action with Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. You look at this Steeler defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for.
First down, baby.
Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game. And how many yards.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Bengals at 13-1 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing.
That's weird shit.
Here we go, here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Fighting his way through contact. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 111 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing all the way
touchdown.
for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 34 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to...
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Whoa.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. As far as the early games go, we'll be watching that one in Houston. The Texans in for a fight as they'll match up against the Cleveland Browns. Good stuff going on later in the afternoon as well, especially down in Miami, where it will be the Dolphins taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Not Monday night, you dumbass. Monday afternoon.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change their mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 137 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Well, he's caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Fuck me.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back. because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
At the 19-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Outstanding that time from Keanu Benton. Got him there and hit him for a loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
I'm wondering.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It goes his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On one, ready?
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
189 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A handoff as they run the counter play. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The Bengals offense returns to the field.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's 1 timeout remaining defensively.
On one, ready?
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It's
Be right back, Chet. Gotta go to France. Wee wee.
Nice play out there today, Rook. This is how we do it, boys. Let's get it again next week. Played some good ball out there today, guys. Hey, we eating somewhere tonight? Let's do it. Rook is paying.
Now that was some teamwork out there, fellas.
Come on, fellas, we going out tonight. I'm one of the first in the ice tub tonight, fellas.
Too late. Already full.
Way to come through, fellas. Let's get it.